Today's subject isn't the happiest one, but I feel like it's something we really need to talk about. I'm hearing a lot of FUD about, are we in a recession? Are we going into a recession now? What will that do to the aviation industry? What will that do to the kitplane industry? Is it even worth starting an aircraft build right now? Well, I'm going to share my thoughts as well as those of the leading manufacturer in the kit industry. So why am I even covering this subject today? Well, the primary goal of this channel is to inspire people to pursue their aviation dreams. And for you, that might mean building your very own airplane. But if the global economy is in fact going into a recession, is that the right choice for you now, or should we wait till we come out on the other side of it? Whatever that means. So right off the bat, I want to bring up what owner and CEO of Sonex Aircraft, Mark Schaible, had to say about this very subject and what it means for their business. This is from an interview series I did with Mark before, and the link should be somewhere up here. Take it away, Mark.
And so, we've got more people building, which is great. And so not only people with sort of languishing projects getting going again, but also people starting new projects, which is, I think, an incredible, showing of consumer confidence in the homebuilt aircraft industry. It's tough. We're a small business. We make all unique or mostly completely unique parts in small quantities, and we're dependent completely on the disposable dollar. That's sometimes a perilous place to be for us and all other competitors. Mm-hmm. And that's where Sonex Aerospace is a real boon to our organization. It helps to ensure that, we're going to be around for the long haul. And that should be important, is important, I think, to anybody building a Sonex aircraft, to know that they're going to be supported. And we've had slow times in that between contracts, and they kind of automatically, the two business entities kind of cover for each other. When one is slow, the other one's usually busy, and vice versa.
Yeah, it doesn't look like government spending is going down anytime soon. So, that's to help keep the lights on over there.
Yeah, well, and of course, what feeds sales for us is always new product, whether it be manned or unmanned. We're not naive enough to think that the current economy is going to continue forever. There'll be another recession. Who knows how long it'll be? Might not be long at all. Don't know. But the inoculation for that is always new product. That served us well. For instance, when we came out with the 1X in 2011, we were coming off the heels of the big 2008, 2009 financial crisis. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting when you're in a disposable market business like we are, we have a delayed effect. So 2008 was when everything crashed, but we didn't really have issues till 2009, 2010.
Okay.
Because people, with a long-term project like this, it takes a lot for somebody to completely change their plans and not follow through with something that they've already started. So there's always a delayed effect to a slowing economy.
Man, was that good or what? Thanks, Mark. So will the recession kill the kitplane industry? Well, the answer is yes, no, and maybe. It really all depends on how bad and for how long. One of the points I want to make, though, is it really all depends on the individual kit company that you're buying from. And if they're a good-sized operation with a good reputation, chances are they're going to stick it through to the end. Kind of like Sonex, Vans, Zenith, Rands, all of those are probably going to be just fine. Same on the avionics and engine side. So as long as you can personally afford it, the companies will be there to support you as well. Unfortunately, some of the smaller, lesser-known companies and smaller operations probably aren't going to make it on the other side of this one. I don't want to see anybody in the aviation industry go out of business, but just take a look at buydanjohnson.com and their list of light sport aircraft manufacturers. How many of those guys are around anymore? Who's supporting those aircraft lines? Or are you completely on your own now? And that's part of my point. How can I know this is a possibility? Well, we've seen it before. I know a lot of my audience has been in aviation longer than me, and I know they've seen companies come and go over that time. So if you're still wanting to build an aircraft like I am, the safe bet is to really stick with some of the well-known companies through this time. But really, anyone watching this, before you put down one dime on any kind of kit build, make sure your house is in order. Make sure you have good savings just in case you lose your job. I myself was out of work for 4 months, and luckily we had the savings to handle it. You don't want to be in a situation where you're choosing between your airplane or do you make the mortgage payment. It's a tough one. Overall, I think the aviation industry will be in great shape, but I think we got some pain to deal with in the next coming years. So let's all get through it together.